Today we are going to talk about the top 7 richest families of Asia. Coming up on number 1 is Mukesh Ambani and family with a total net worth of $44.8 billion. Shares in Mukesh Ambani's conglomerate Reliance Industries soared in 2017 thanks to better refining margins and demand produced by its telecom arm, Reliance Jio. The oil and gas tycoon sparked a price war in India's hyper-competitive telecom market with the launch of 4G service Jio in 2016. Since then, Jio notched up close to 140 million subscribers. Reliance also owns Network 18, a Reliance of Forbes Media. His younger brother Anil's Reliance Communications called off a proposed merger with Aircel, controlled by Malaysian billionaire Anand Krishnan. Due to regulatory delays, then went on to shut down its 2G services altogether. Their father Dhirubhai Ambani worked at a Yemen gas station and traded spices and yarn before his Reliance Textile Industries launched, the popular Vimal textile brand in India. After their father's death in 2002, Mukesh and Anil had a falling out and their empire has since been divided. Members of the third generation are involved in the business. Coming up on number 2 is the Byung-chul Lee and family with a total net worth of $40.8 billion. Sprawling family derives nearly 45% of its fortune from Samsung Electronics chairman Lee Kun-hee. Son of business's founder remains in coma after suffering a heart attack in 2014. His only son and their apparent J.Y. Lee was sentenced to 5 years in prison in August 2017 for his role in political scandal that saw South Korea's former president Park Geun-hye ousted. He denies the bribery and embezzlement charges and is appealing. The late Lee Byung-chul started a modest trading company in Daegu nearly 80 years ago. His empire was evolved into the world's largest maker of smartphones and TVs. The conglomerate split into 4 independent entities during the 1990s. Samsung, CJ, Sinchai, and Hansol. Altogether, the business is led today by second and third generation Lees, bring in more than $300 billion in annual sale from electronics and retail to food, entertainment, and paper. Coming up on number 3 with a total net worth of $40.4 billion, the Kyouk family. Real estate tycoon Thomas Kyouk, former co-chairman of Hong Kong-listed developer Sun Hung Kai Properties, returned to prison in June 2017 after his final appeal was rejected. In 2014, he was sentenced to 5 years in connection with a corruption case and was released on bail in July 2016. Since 2014, one of his brothers, Raymond, has been the sole chairman of Sun Hung Kai. Despite the legal defeat for Thomas, the group achieved a record $6.7 billion in sale under contract for the year that ended in June 2017, an increase of 28% over the previous 12 months. The group has been expanding in China, where nearly 60% of its 120 million square feet in properties are located. The two brothers ousted their eldest brother Walter in 2008, and he now runs his own real estate firm. Patriarch Kyouk Tak Seng co-founded Sun Hung Kai and cooperation with Feng King He and Li Shaoqi in 1969, and 3 years later set up Sun Hung Kai Properties on his own. Coming up on number 4 is the Shia Revenant family at $36.6 billion. The family behind Charion Pork Fan Group, one of the world's largest producers of animal feed and livestock, got a nearly $9 billion boost to its wealth in 2017, partly due to a surge in value of its holding in Chinese insurer Ping An, whose shares jumped on rising income and bond yields. The business dates back to 1921 when brothers Chia Chor and Toncharion Chievarant opened a shop selling seeds imported from China to Thai farmers. Today, the group is led by Chaya Ekchor's son Dhanin, who is senior chairman and shares the fortune with his 3 brothers and other relatives. After 48 years as a chairman and CEO, in January 2017, Dhanin crowned his eldest son Supackage 53 and the youngest Supachai 50 as CP's chairman and CEO respectively. Coming up on number 5 is R. Budi and Michael Hartono at $32 billion. The Hartono brothers get most of their fortune from their investment in Bank Central Asia. The Hartonos bought a stake in BCA after another wealthy family, the Salims, lost control of the bank during the 1997 to 1998 Asian economic crisis. The roots of the family fortune stem from Cricket cigarette maker Dejaram, started by their father and now run by Budi's son Victor. Family holdings include popular electronics brand Polytron and prime real estate in Jakarta. Coming upon number 6 is the Lee family, but from Shauki, with a total fortune of $29 billion. Patriarch Lee Shauki, who remains Henderson Land Development's chairman, says he will retire gradually. His son Martin oversees the family's real estate giant Henderson Land as vice chairman. Son Peter, also a vice chair, takes care of operations in China, while daughter Margaret is also an executive at the company. The third generation is poised to join the executive ranks, and the eldest grandchild, Christine Lai, now looks after the mall business. Shao Ki moved to Hong Kong from China's Guangdong province in 1948 and initially traded in precious metals and currencies. He co-founded property firm Sun Hung Kai with two partners, but eventually parted ways with them to found Henderson Development in 1973. Lee also has interest in hospitality, gas, and investments. Coming upon number 7 is none other than Quick family at the total net fortune of $23.3 billion. More than 15 family members control Hong Leong Group, a conglomerate with interest ranging from finance to property. The family traces its fortune back to 1941 when Kyok Hong PNG founded the company with three brothers. Hong Kong eldest son Kwek Leng Beng runs operation in Singapore. Grandson chairman will take over as chief executive of the family city developments in January 2018. Leng Beng's cousin Kwek Leng Chan runs the group's Malaysia's dealing.